Lesson 1. I tell this to everybody all the time, and nobody understands what I'm trying to say. Speed is extremely important in business. Everything that needs to be done must be done fast.
In a world where faster allegedly seems better, where doing more is always rewarded, where we've been taught to multitask by killing our capacity to focus, where long-term rewards are overlooked, and the focus shifts to the instant, to what we can get now, even if it's at the expense of these long-term rewards. And in a world where everyone seems to have some sort of ADHD, anxiety or depression, I decided to take a step back, to slow things down. Living slow doesn't mean to make less progress. In fact, I believe that in this way you'll make much more meaningful progress. Because living slow means not accepting the constant state of anxiety that your mind operates on, where there is always something to do, something to achieve, or a train to catch. Always your mind is stimulated by social media, news, and things of your day-to-day worries. Intentionally slowing down in every action that you do puts a special emphasis on each step of the way. And ironically, you'll feel that time also slows down because you're paying attention to the present moment. But why would you care about living slow? I could go on and on about the benefits about this, but let me tell you a story. Since August 2021, I've been creating videos, so I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years now. At that time, I was just a freshman in college, I was in a toxic relationship, and I was very passionate about spreading self-improvement through all of Argentina, which is my home nation. And with insane, I mean that I craved perfection. I mean, I wanted to be that guy that everyone talks about how he does everything to the max. So I had a lot of self-imposed pressure under my back. And I remember one day that I had an exam at 11 a.m. This professor was very demanding and very intense with its students. And I had another class at 9 a.m. before the exam. So I woke up at 7 a.m. as usual, but I felt so dizzy, man, that I couldn't get up from bed. Like, I really couldn't do anything. I had a terrible headache, I felt sick, I had this dizziness, but in the back of my mind I swear to myself to take the exam. I texted my classmates to let them know that I wasn't going to be in the 9 a.m. class, but that I was going to take the exam. So my mom, as soon as she heard that I was sick, brought to my room some tea, and she told me, hey, maybe this is stress and try to relax, to go one step at a time. And I was like, how can I relax? Like, I have a very important exam now. I had a fight with my girlfriend yesterday, I had a video to upload today, I have to go to the gym, I have all of these things, and all of a sudden I'm sick. But in an amazing reality check, my mom told me, hey, get through the exam and then focus on solving the rest of the issues. And I took the exam even though I was sweating for the whole 2 hours, and I swear to God that I finished almost like 2 water bottles. The next day I felt so much better and I thought that it was over. But 3 months later, the same thing happened. I woke up, I felt dizzy and I felt sick. And this cycle repeated itself continuously every 3 to 4 months, where I had a day that I would completely black out and just had a mini breakdown. The last time this happened was on August 2024, when I started to live slow. I spent 3 years living in this state of constant anxiety, but now I understand that our stress is mostly self-imposed by our expectations, by our own pressures, and that living slow day by day is the key. And please understand that life didn't get any easier. I have a new YouTube channel to run, I have a job, I'm still at university, but the thing that actually changed was my own perspective on stress and the people that I'm surrounded with. Of course, that toxic relationship, I ended it, and now I'm surrounded with people who want the best for me and are very supportive on my journey. Solving each matter as it comes with a clear head is key. And if you want to know more about this, please watch my last video. In The Power of Now, the author talks about 2 kinds of time: psychological time and clock time. When we live in the state described at the beginning of the video, we're living in psychological time, where we try to run away from the regrets of our past, and we're constantly anticipating and waiting for the future to happen. We are always running towards something else, and we are never focusing on the present moment. And clock time is the actual time, the time that we use to plan, to schedule, to organize, and to execute. And living slow helps us to dissolve the idea of psychological time by feeling every action that you do, whether it's walking, taking a train, making some coffee, whatever, you start to be more aware of unconscious patterns and you start to live life with some sort of elegance. To describe this, try to imagine with me those old guys that live in the Mediterranean coast, sipping espressos, smoking cigars, eating high quality food, listening to good music, being in the sun, in the sea, just a low cortisol lifestyle. That's the sort of elegance that I think about while living slow, where you feel in control of what you are doing, where you are the own creator of your own future because you are determining each and every single action you do and feeling each and every action and every second of your day. When you start living in this kind of rhythm, the generalized state of modern society, which is anxiety and constant tension, seems actually pointless. Because by living slow, you end up focusing more on what you are doing and actually performing better than 99% of the population. This is an actionable step, so the next time that you sit down to work, really focus on your task at hand and focus on understanding what you are doing. Pay attention to details and do everything one step at a time, and you'll feel more in control of what you do. You'll feel like you understand that you are providing value, that you're someone useful. And it's very important to stop the chatter of your mind by focusing on the present moment and cutting every single stimulus that you might have. And in this state of presence, you will feel like you own this, like there's no rush, like you can be someone that provides value with its work. Then when you're coming back home, don't rush to the car or to the train or to the bus. Just let it be. Let something bigger than yourself determine whether you catch the train or not. Walk with your head high, with confidence, at a slow pace. Like own it. Smile to people and feel like you're in control of your life. Living slow is a way of life that prioritizes the enjoyment of mundane things. It focuses on shutting the fuck up chatter in your mind, but not by rushing into TikTok, but by focusing on presence. Living slow also operates on the premise that everything will turn out just fine. This blind confidence allows you to tackle each and every single problem in your life with confidence that you'll solve it, and knowing that even if everything falls down, you still have yourself. And you may wonder, how is this confidence built? And really, it's by taking action, by moving forward and facing the obstacles that appear in day-to-day life. And the secret comes when you actually solve these kind of things and you don't rush into TikTok or social media. The boldness and elegance that cool people show is because they actually solve things and they are never doubting on their own capacity because they have demonstrated themselves over and over again their own ability to solve things. And that's why they don't rush, because they know that they will be alright. They know that they have some divine presence guiding them, and they enjoy the small pleasures of life because they know that someday this may be gone. They act with presence because it brings their true self into life. This version allows them to pursue the things that they want in life, the most intelligent, connected, and interesting version of themselves. This version allows them to pursue their own goals in life without neglecting the importance of the present moment. Notice that when you live in a state of generalized anxiety, you are never focusing enough on the present moment. You're always overthinking stuff and always focusing on the next thing to do. And this is why you can't do anything with greatness, because you're never devoting yourself to one single task with all of your attention and pouring your heart out. Moving slow, thinking, and acting like you got this is the key to greatness. Because everything that you need to know is already inside of yourself. Act like it and start solving the things in your life that need your attention. One step at a time, leaving God to do His divine work through you, and with peace and unshakable faith that you got this. Don't run for a train, don't act desperate for someone. Think highly of yourself and only put God above yourself. Enjoy your meals, your coffee, and small chat with someone. By living with presence, you end up spreading your light to everyone, and you build presence by living slow.